the pressure starts to drop because the compressor is going to cut on, the pressure is going to drop, and then it's not going to have as good atomization. And then by the time I get to this panel, the pressure is dropping more and more and more. And by the time I get to the fender, it's probably going to be very low.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of The Trigger Man. And in today's episode, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be spraying 2 doors and blend into the fender, blend into the quarter panel on this Jeep, okay? Nice, clean, ready to go. A few little burn throughs. So we're gonna go ahead and put some sealer down on this. Gonna put a little whip bed. Today, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna do this with the little 13-gallon compressor, 2 horsepower, and then we're also gonna spray it with the Drizzle, okay? We did the first video when I first got the gun on the 2 fenders to see how the compressor kicked in, when it kicked in, how long you can go. But now we're gonna see on an actual job. So this will give you guys at home that have little compressors, which most of you, from what I'm hearing in the messages, you're using compressors much bigger than 13 gallons. But this is gonna let you see if you can have the Drizzle Pro and a smaller compressor and do at least a vehicle this size with no problems, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. Paint code was 956 on this. Gonna seal it and go from there. Seal, base, clear, everything with the Drizzle Pro. And we're gonna see. So far, I'm liking it. A lot of you guys got it. You guys are liking it. And yeah, we're gonna see if you can actually do a job, you know, with a little compressor. We already know it's gonna work great on the big compressor. If I just use my regular air hose that's going out to the 80-gallon compressor back there, of course it's gonna work. You can crank the pressure up, atomize it to the atmosphere, and it's gonna work. But on a little compressor, can you do it? So that's what we're gonna see. So I'm gonna go mask up, mix up, and we'll get to it.
Trigger Man. Hey, bro. Man, that was some 30 PSI. Damn, bro, that was some intro, man. Yeah, you're changing things up a little, I see, bro. I'm digging it, bro. I'm digging it. Man, but you got the little baby compressor, man. 13 gallons. Man, Trigger, that's not even realistic, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be home using no 13. Oh, it just kicked in, huh? Oh, but ain't nobody gonna be home using no little 13-gallon air compressor, man. 2 horsepower? Oh, boy, Trigger. Yeah, I see you, bro. You be doing some crazy stuff, man. 30 PSI. Alright, bro. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull this off, man. That's a pretty nice size job for a little 13-gallon 2 horsepower, you know? Man, I wouldn't even be able to do the fender on my Hummer. Oh, it just kicked in again, I see. Okay, bro. Well, what other way to test it than to put on a little compressor? I mean, this is gonna let the guys know, man, so I understand what you're doing, Trigger. I understand. It's a bit dramatic, but I do understand, okay? So I'm gonna sit back and see if you mess this one up too, man. I'll check in with you later. Spray on, brother. Spray on.
Okay, and as the troll stated, that yes, this is a bit exaggerated with this small, tiny compressor. But you know what? It's all I have. It's this, and then I have a little pancake compressor. So it's still going to give you guys that are using the 20 to 30 gallon air compressors, it's still going to give you an idea what you can expect. And from most of the comments and the messages that I get, most of you guys are using between 20, 25, and 30 gallon air compressors. So if I can get this done with a 13, that lets you know you're way ahead of the game. Okay. Still hasn't cut on. Did a drop coat on the entire side. Now cut on. So yeah, I'm just trying to push it. See how far I can go. And surprisingly, it goes pretty far. Farther than any LVLP gun has so far. Okay, we got the sealer and the base down, and so far so good, no issues. I think what I'm gonna do with the clear, instead of how I've been doing, you know, panel, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm going to walk the side. I'm gonna start and I'm gonna walk the side, because being that I'm using a little compressor, little small air compressor, you know, the compressor is gonna cut in pretty quick. I'm gonna crank up the pressure a little more for the clear, so the compressor is gonna kick in faster, but I don't wanna be, say, doing this panel, quarter panel, and then the clear is atomizing good. Move on to this panel, and then the pressure starts to drop, because the compressor is gonna cut on, the pressure is gonna drop, and then it's not gonna have as good atomization. And then by the time I get to this panel, the pressure's dropping more and more and more. And by the time I get to the fender, it's probably gonna be very low. So, you know, I don't think I've ever done a job this big with this little 13-gallon compressor, but I'm just trying to foresee what can happen, you know? And I just know if I start with this quarter panel, each panel individually is gonna get a little more peel, because the pressure is gonna be dropping. So even though if I'm walking it, I might get the first 2-3 passes good. So at least at eye level, when you look at it, you know, it'll look good and shiny. So when it does start to, the pressure does start to drop, if there is more peel, it will be somewhere down below where the moldings are. So at least that's what my brain is telling me to do. And I think that's the right thing to do. Let me know what you think, pro painters. Yeah, other than that, so far so good, man. So far so good. Yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna see. I do have to crank the pressure up a little more. I've been spraying the base coat and the sealer at 30 psi, but for the clear, I want it to be going a little more finer, so I'm gonna crank it up to maybe 35. We'll see. I'll see what it feels like when I pull the trigger. But yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna give it a light tack now, and then we'll go ahead and shoot some clear. Fingers crossed. Okay, now the pressure is gonna be at 40 psi. Again, I've said it many times, every LVLP spray gun that I've ever used have always needed to go up to 35 and 40 psi to get the type of finish that I want. See, just kicked in. So now you see what I was saying about keeping the most atomized part of the vehicle eye level, right up at the top there. So now the compressor is dropping, the pressure is dropping, and now I'm down towards the middle of the door. Okay, no, it's not ideal, but these are just things that over time, you know, you'll pick up on ways to do a job, way to get it done. You know, starting at that quarter panel and working my way forward to now it's at 20 psi. So I started at 40, dropped down to 20. Okay, so I lost 20 psi. But yeah, so these are just things that you will pick up if you're a painter that really pays attention and you have that type of mind to where you can kind of get creative with things. Yeah, those are 2 dents there where I touched up. We're not fixing that. So again, at 40 psi, I'm slowing down a little on this coat. If you guys have a different way you think you would have done this, let me know in the comment section. See, so right now is where the pressure would drop. But what I'm doing on this second coat, I'm going to keep adjusting the spray gun to get it back up to 40. And surprisingly, it was able to get up to the 40 psi. Each time it dropped a little, another 5 psi, I'd crank in on it and raise it up. Okay, up a little more. This way I'm able to keep a consistent finish throughout the entire vehicle. It's probably what I should have done the first time, but I wanted to see what it would do. See, crank it up again. So truthfully, yeah, the compressor and the spray gun handled the job. No problem. I mean, it is a problem because it drops the pressure, but you as the painter, the technician, need to know how to counter that, okay? To the wrong person, yeah, this could have been a problem. But see, we got it. Finished off at 40 psi. And I mean, I feel like that's good. The finish is good from what we're working with, you know, just the little small compressor there. But the gun, definitely. With the Drizzle D1, I was never able to do this much vehicle with that little compressor. So that tells me this gun is lower CFM than the actual D1. All right, we got it done. We got it done. This is what we're looking like. This is what we're looking like. Not too bad, not too bad, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Could be better, could be worse. So we're okay with this. And yeah, so as it stands, the InnoCraft Drizzle Pro, in my opinion, is hands down probably the best LVLP spray gun. And I'm not saying it's so much as for the finish it gets. Yeah, the finish one. But then to be able to do it with this little baby compressor and to do a complete side of a vehicle. Now, of course, you're not going to be able to do a 71 Chevrolet Caprice, a Dunk or something like that. Of course not. But if you're doing repairs, collision work, little quick, you know, insurance work or whatever. And of course, most of you guys have a bigger compressor, 25 gallon, 30 gallon. I mean, no problem, okay? If I can get this done with a 13 gallon, 2 horsepower, so imagine what you can do, okay? Yeah, very good gun, very good. InnoCraft Drizzle Pro. So in my humble opinion, from the Trigger Man, this holds the #1 spot for me. And I've tried with that same compressor, doing other jobs, and it was always 2 panels max. With the Drizzle D1, I could never get more than 2 panels to lay down nice, passable. Yeah, and this one did it. So, and that's gonna do it on this one. I don't know if we'll get it out in the sun today or not. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I don't know, whatever they do. If it's out there, it's out there. I'll take some footage of it. If not, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Okay, so I did get the vehicle out in the sun. This is what it looks like end of the day. Again, I think it did a very good job considering the micro air compressor, LVLP Drizzle Pro. So is it a step up from the D1? Yes, it is. If you have the D1, do you need to run out and purchase the Pro? It all depends. If you're in the market for a new gun, you want to step up, then hey, and it's in your price range,
then why not? So this is after the body man put the handles in, the mirror on. They're waiting for a molding there, but that's it. So again, yeah, if you're in the market for a new gun, a small step up in the LVLP, low CFM department, then sure, then grab you one. If you're not in the market for one, then hey, it's no big deal. The D1 will do just fine. Want to thank you guys for watching. There will be links in the description for the spray gun as well as the compressor if you wanted to get, say, a little Christmas bundle. Okay? Please drop a comment, give a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I ask that you would share this video with a friend. And after doing so, if you would please tell his girlfriend. Peace.